So hello and welcome to another Raggy's video. To be honest, this is a question to everybody who does homebrew beer. Now, recently I've just got back into homebrewing again after a bit of a break. I bought two extract kits. So extract kits, the kits you just do yourself, and I bought an all grain kit. All grain kit, you need special with an extract kit, all you need is a fermenter. With an all grain kit, you need basically either a brew in the bag style kit or even more complicated kit, a more expensive kit nonetheless. So my question is, extract kit versus all grain, which is best? Now this is a question that will divide the masses. For some people who love their brewing, for me, time is an issue. 5 hours brewing an all grain beer is a lot of time. And when I struggle for time at the best of times, but I do. So I know all grain, it's not much cheaper these days now. All grain over, and in some ways it's dearer than the extract kits. All grain, yes, there's the ability for kits out there you just can't get in extract kits. I mean, that's absolutely crystal clear. All grain delivers, for the most part, a better beer. Certainly, if you were to brew things like big imperial stouts, big triple IPAs, double IPAs, I personally think that's where all grain is king. However, all grain, as I did the other day, time is a ball ache. It is a lot of time spent there, and as much as I want to do it, I've done it once and I've already had me fit of it. I'm like, bloody hell, 5 bloody hours doing that. And I thought I was going to get 23 litres, ended up getting 20 litres, just over 20 litres. And still the last lot of hops has got to go in, which is going to suck a bit more. I'll be lucky to get 19 litres. And I know, yeah, 19 litres, but I paid 35 quid for it. 19 litres, roughly about 33 pints. So I'm costing over £1 a pint, and I've spent 5 bloody hours pissing about doing it. So yeah, I mean, the beer itself is going to taste, I would think, pretty damn decent. It'll be commercial quality beer, as good as what any brewery does. So yeah. And then I look at all extract kits. And I know with extract kits that you're limited to, there's not thousands of kits, but there's a lot of kits. And I mean, the other day I did St. Peter's honey porter, which delivers the honey flavour in a porter. You can play around with those kits. You can bump up the ABV a little bit. You can do it a bit more if you use liquid malts and stuff like that. Yeah, you can bump the ABV up. I had bumped it up to 11%, and it delivered. You know, bloody good. Their Muntons kits are stunning. You know, they do well. And I also did the cream stout, and again the cream stout. It's a 5% kit. 1 bag of sugar makes 6.5. Again, you can use better quality ingredients, and you can flavour it at the end. You can have a cherry cream. You can imagine that all the different flavours out there. And I look at extract versus all grain, and I look at time spent, and I know people that have got rid of their all grain kit because they just can't be bothered to spend 5 hours brewing something when literally 30 to 40 minutes of the actual brew day process. You know, I'm not talking about bottling, because that's obviously more time again. You know, bottling, barreling, whatever. That's probably another hour on its own. But the brew day is the bit where they, you know, the bottling bit is the same. Once you transfer from the fermenter to bottles, or a barrel then to a bottle, you know, that's all the same on both sides. But the actual brew part of the equation, for me, as much as I love, I've done brews in commercial brews, you know, across the country, both in Nottingham and Derby and in Bridlington, Hucknall. But you know, I just rate kits over all grain all the time. For me, I mean, I've brewed an Imperial Stout. It was an amazing Imperial Stout. And I feel that the darker beers do better because they've got less hops going in. In a lot of ways, less shite going in. I do feel that there's a lot of crap. There's a lot more crap that comes out, the hoppy stuff, than there is the dark beers in all grain. My stout, I got quite a good amount of stout off that, and I was happy with it. But the the hoppy beers just seem to lose so much. You know, there's so much wastage. And when you're only brewing 25 litres, 24 litres, whatever, and you lose, and you go, I mean, I literally thought the other day that I was going to get a good 23 litres, if not more. And when it came down to it, when I transferred it to the fermenter, I mean, I could have let the stuff settle more in the brew. Yeah, I could have let it settle more. Is that the wife? Yeah. And maybe got a bit more. Maybe. But disappointment, you know, for me. Yeah, I just think for me, if you've got the time and the patience, I think all grain is good. But especially for dark beers, but for other beers, you follow the instructions. You can flavour the beer if you want. You can up the ABV if you want. You may or may not get away with it. But for me, extract is king. What do people think out there? I'd be really interested to see what people think. And you know, I've done both, so I know the pitfalls and all that. I know on styles of beers that all grain wins a mile because of the different styles. But I don't know. Anyway, that's my question. Let's see the answers.